Hello. Getting stuff set up. How's it going, folks? Oh, wrong camera. There we go. Hey. Getting set up still. Got to do the obligatory social media announcement stuff. Gonna make a cringy Instagram post, so bear with me. What's good? We're live today doing something special. Come to the stream and hang out. Woo! Gotta select the photo on Insta. Gonna check the stream on YouTube to make sure things are good. YouTube's good. Gonna post. And gonna post with some friends, telling them what's up. By the way, don't look at, if you're on Twitch, don't look at the section of what the stream is, because it's gonna give away what kind of streamer I'm transitioning to be. Word. Cool. Yeah, while we wait for people to trickle in, can I not look like a ghost? Let me turn on another light. See if that helps a little bit. If I soften it. Either gonna look completely like James Cameron or... All right, that's good. Oh, Peach Cam. Say hello to Peach, everyone. Please clap. Quality content. Oh no, my modular grid. one day I'll do a stream about Eurorack and my learnings from it to avoid everyone else from falling into that financial and chronological black hole. As fun and as satisfying as it may be. All right, while we are still warming up, there's a couple things I wanted to bring up and chat about, nerd out about, cool stuff going on. There's been a lot of really great live mixes recently, or rather live performance recordings. And I wanted to shout a couple of them out. Recommend y'all check out if you're interested. Cool. Oop, sorry for that loud audio. Yeah, let me open a couple of new tabs. It's really two I wanted to especially talk about today. Cool. Yeah. So let me move myself out of the way so I'm less. Cool. Yeah, first up, this Oda live performance is great. There's not a specific moment I wanted to show, but if you're a fan of rhythm, if you like dubstep, this is some next level stuff. Oda Roy is kind of a combination of two artists, Roy and Onara. And this wasn't even at the official Northern Invasion. This was like a pre-party. The set is really, really good. I feel like it's kind of the next generation of rhythm. Really great stuff. Lots of great routines. And there actually is a couple moments. And look at them. They are... Oh, wait, no. Did they put timestamps? No, they didn't. I was going to say, wow, that'd be amazing if they timestamped. So I guess side nerd out thing. If you are... this isn't even the actual performance. Let me find the actual performance. This is like a fan-made thing, but they actually recorded the audio and everything. And I think they might have actually put... Okay, they didn't put timestamps here, but I was going to say, if you are an actual DJ and you're uploading a performance, if you take the time to put all the track IDs as chapters in YouTube, the other DJs and producers will absolutely thank you forever, because that is so incredibly helpful. And I always appreciate it when they do put their own track lists up. There's no timestamps though, so you kind of have to skim around to figure out where these tracks are. But lots of really sick routines, but especially a super sick moment is when they drop this absolute classic, Goblin. And I'll probably have to skip around to find it because it's great. I feel like it's cool to see like the next generation of kids, giving respect to the origins of the genre and stuff. So I guess if you're like family or friends and you have like no context for dubstep, meta, and rhythm and stuff, this may be a little bit random. So I'll give some context to what the music sounds like.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight,
there's actually a couple cool moments I do want to show. Anyways, I'll skip past the intro. It's a great opening track. This is a genre where you can either be super serious or super silly, or both. And it's best if you do both. Case in point. and also have ridiculously long fake outs. Oh, this set is so hype. Let me try and find the moment I was looking for. I think it's like halfway through. Oh. Oh, there it is. This kind of spoiled it. Let me skip forward. Bear with me. Alright, here we go. This is the classic track that they bring in. It's really great. Respect. Here's the moment. So for those of you who may not have context about like the culture of dubstep and the type of performance that's done, it's like, well, you probably just saw made you think, what the hell is that guy doing? Why is he being a complete jerk? You know, he runs up and pushes them aside and then, you know, basically wheels the track and stops the track. You may be thinking, what the heck? How rude. But that's actually like who that was is Shivers the Butcher, and here's some dubstep meta, who is kind of like an OG super talented rhythm producer and DJ. So he's kind of like a godfather of the scene, and you know, he was like, whoa, they're playing this classic track, and what's called like, you know, stopping the music and wheeling the track, rewinding it is kind of like a it's for some people and for some genres, they're like, what the heck? That's so out of nowhere. That doesn't make sense. It's annoying, but it's actually cool. And I don't know if I'll convince you, but it is super cool because it's basically kind of like that moment was so cool. We're just going to stop everything and go right before that moment and just let it happen again. Play the track again. And kind of the saying is, if it's nice, play it twice. And so when kind of a godfather of the genre comes up and is like, stop the set, play it back, that's like a huge that's like huge brownie points. Is kind of like, oh heck yeah. So even though he came up and seemed really angry, he's just like super energy, and he says to them, that's right, educate them. And that's kind of like, I don't think it's like a dubstep specific thing, but education is supposed to be like, all right, I'm the DJ, I'm the one with the knowledge, I'm here to educate the crowd on this genre or show them some stuff they've never heard before. So it's just a cool moment. And even if you have like no context for this, like you've never heard that song before, you're not into dubstep, hopefully this kind of like translate it to be like, what? Why is this like sort of, you know, really old school sounding song comes out of nowhere, gets rewound, and this guy out of nowhere comes up on stage and yells at them. I think it's a swag moment. And so here they go play it again. Big track. Oops. There we go. Anyways, yeah, super cool moment. Even the crowd completely dies because it is kind of an older track. It's still a cool moment for old heads. One thing I kind of considered doing today was doing kind of like a live reaction or commentary on like a really classic dubstep release that pushed it to the main stage So talking about before Skrillex, kind of when things were pretty different, kind of in the vein of that one track. And doing a reaction to it, because I went back and listened through it like about a week ago, and it holds up really well. And a lot of the styles, sound design, mixing, balance, and kind of arrangement that was really prominent back then, it went away for a long time, and now it's kind of come back around. So that way, all of that is like super topical and super interesting. And I was like, whoa, this is really fascinating, because a lot of things, like I'll just talk specifically about a few things. Like for the longest time, dubstep was always like very, very straight beat drums, like kick on the 1, snare on the 3, or clap on the 3. There's some tracks with groove, but a lot of the percussion hi-hats and stuff were very on the beat, not syncopated, not on the groove. But a lot of the early dubstep, it was kind of like still snare and clap on 3, but there was usually kicks kind of all over to add groove and syncopation, and a lot of shuffle in the percussion. And that's kind of come full circle, kind of come back around. So I think it would be worth revisiting and kind of talking over my thoughts of that. But yeah, so one other really cool thing I wanted to recommend to people before we jump into content is this set. It's a 3-hour set. It's super good. Must Die is absolute legend. Another sort of dubstep OG. If you were fans of, actually, yeah, let me put it this way. Way back in the day, maybe I say back in the day, but it was really like 10, 15 years ago, Skrillex had a label called chilllll. And, obviously Skrillex is awesome. And whether or not it's the Skrillex effect or if he's just that good at finding talent early on, he put on a lot of artists that are still really huge today. They got their start on his label. Names like Porter Robinson, Must Die, Kill the Noise. I think Kill the Noise had like the first Alsla release. And there's a couple others that aren't coming to mind right now. But yeah, they're still going this late. Like they weren't like one hit wonders or whatever. Sure, there was a couple of those, but I don't think that was because of lack of talent. I think, you really have to work hard to kind of stay present. But anyways, long story short, Must Die has been around forever. And I have a lot of respect for because he's like more of a punk rock approach to things. Very DIY, very like his whole sort of branding and image and like approach to things is very punk. Like very like, I'm a goblin, I'm a little rat guy. And so he makes all sorts of really cool music, kind of came up making dubstep and probably still most well known for dubstep. But through this 3-hour set, he plays a lot of dubstep, and he's made a lot of music. So it's a lot of originals, a lot of new ideas. And he also plays like some techno, some hardcore, some hard style, some hard bass, and then at the end drum and bass. And it's a great mix if you want something super high energy. And I'll try and find a screenshot because I took a couple screenshots of time codes of like, whoa, this was a really cool ID, which I'm assuming was unreleased because I don't think anyone's made a track list. Obviously here I made a comment, no track list. So, if you want to know what the tracks are, you'll probably be able to pick them out if you're a Must Die fan. But a lot of it I think is unreleased stuff or stuff I'm not familiar with. But here's at least one moment that I thought was really cool. And it may be, again, super James dubstep specific thing, but it sounds like an idea. I bet it's an original. Let's check it out and rewind a little bit. wild flow is really cool. Very cool. So yeah, I think that was an ID. And then there was one other time I wanted to show. Let's see, it's at 2:10:44. Yeah, like this is a must-I track right now. But let's listen to this one. Go back a little bit. I think this was a new Bro Step remix or something. I don't know who it's by. It's so interesting to me to hear dubstep, or not dubstep, but bro step specifically come back into the mainstream, or not the mainstream, but like the EDM consciousness, where people like Must-I, Skrillex, others are like, oh, why don't we just go back and make some dubs or bro step? If you're not kind of in the dubstep meta, again, bro step is kind of like a specific sound in the 2010s that kind of, it's kind of like the Skrillex sound. It's like the sound that whenever you think about like someone who isn't into electronic music or dubstep, it's like what they think dubstep sounds like. It's like the worst representation, least charitable, bad faith representation of what they think dubstep sounds like. And it's become cool again, which I think is really interesting. And I think it's actually kind of cool to go back and reclaim it and just be like, yeah, we're going to take this kind of cringy and not like super aged well sound and make it cool. Like use modern techniques and things to make it cool. And this isn't bro step, but this is another Must-I track. He's not afraid to make really obnoxious sounding stuff. And I don't mean that in a derogatory way. And now that I'm feeling like nostalgic and stuff, I want to give a little bit more interesting lore to dubstep on the bro step stuff. So probably the seminal bro step track is, I don't even know if I know the name of the song. I know it's a Zomboy track. It's Terror Squad. It's Terror Squad. So I'll play it, and if you recognize it, well, this is bro step. So let's see, when was this made? 12 years ago? I feel like it had to have been older. Maybe not. It was really 2013? Okay. But I'll kind of skip forward. No. Yeah, I'll skip forward. It's a good track. But when it came out, literally everyone was ripping it. Everyone was biting the style.
It's fucking Zomboy.
Anyways, you kind of get the idea. That is bro step. But there's history here. So legend has it, Zomboy put the song out, and were rumors at the time like, Zomboy's actually just ripping off a Skrillex song that never came out. A Skrillex song. He heard a Skrillex song and unconsciously or consciously kind of recreated that sound design and riff and put it into a song and finished the song and released it before Skrillex put out that song. And that was kind of like, I don't know where that started. I'm sure there's probably someone who can look up where that came from. But That was the rumor. And in an interesting twist to fate, when Skrillex kind of out of nowhere dropped his album Recess, the first track off that album, we'll just see. It is literally titled "All Is Fair in Love" and "Bro Step," and it was Skrillex basically commenting on the fact of this sort of history of that rumor, and he finished the song and put it out, and then as part of that put his own twist on the idea with this title. And I think it is I think it's a cooler song. I think it's way bigger of a flex. It was kind of like a flex on Zomboy to be like, hey, yeah, like I don't know. It's like, hey, yo, I'm kind of like the godfather of bro step. I'm coming in to like plant my flag and stake my claim. I can make super sick stuff. I can do this better than you can, and you're just trying to bite my style. That's not what he was saying, but that's like my interpretation, and that's what I get from this. He wasn't intentionally trying to be like that. It's just by Skrillex putting out music, it just kind of emanates that. Like, he's one of the best to ever do it. And so let's do a quick A/B. So actually, yeah, let's listen to this, and then we can do an A/B between the two tracks. So I'll just kind of skip forward. What's up, Eve? We're doing a little bit of dubstep history before getting into the content. Yep, 2014. See? Same flow, same sound design. Let's go back. See? But I think the Skrillex song's way cooler. There's some cool moments. Just skip forward a little bit. This moment right here.
Many types of animals are used in the various...
Key change. Anyways, 10 years ago, it was super hype. And you see how I mean, where it feels like it's just a flex, or it's like, I don't know, it's cool. I geek out over it. And to bring it full circle as to why I'm talking about bro step, Skrillex and ISOX are just put out. Dude, is there an official link? I guess there's not an official link. Put out a track which is basically a bro step track. And now everyone's like, "Oh, it's back. We're back. Let's start making this again." And it's really dope. It has some modern sensibilities, but it's got the really cool melodic intro, very Skrillex, and a lot of the same Skrillex drums, an original Skrillex growl, like from Scary Monsters. So super nostalgic to kind of hear this come out. We'll just listen to the full thing, because it's a great track. Classic Skrillex. Right in the nostalgia. I don't know, it's super cool to see Skrillex gotta come back, return to form. A kind of a conspiracy theory. But I'll save that for another time because we've already been stalling for a half hour. Ask me about Skrillex conspiracy theory in person, and I will tell you what I think. We'll let the second drop play out. It's got a cool switch. Purple Lamborghini yoink. So what do I mean when I say purple Lamborghini yoink? I'll explain. Let's play the sound again. That sound. The wah. It's called Purple Lamborghini Yoink because it's kind of an infamous sound from a Skrillex track. The Rick Ross and Skrillex from famous Suicide Squad official. Let's see if we can dig it up. Oh, God. Song's great, but Suicide Squad sucks.
Biggest boss. Murder on my.
I actually don't know where it is. Bear with me.
The revolution's born. You wanna know my name to go and get pistol on range. Cut out your kid.
There it is.
Ain't no mercy, got that purple Lamborghini lurking. Rose, so she know that pussy worth it. Flooded Rolex at the Grammy Awards. They still selling dope, that's those Miami boys. Killers everywhere, it ain't no place to run. Forgive me for my wrongs, I have just begun.
There it is. Well,
forgive me for my wrongs, I have just begun.
Oops. Let me pull up a side by side. I'm not, this is not a conspiracy theory. This is for real. I am not insane. There. Let's narrow it in. Oops, wrong track.
For my wrongs, I have just begun.
Anyways, it's more dubstep lore. That sound has been memed to death. It is cool. So self-referential. I like that Skrillex is, willing to go back. And even in this track, he plays the, oh my God sound. All right, indulge me on one last thing. If you didn't know, now you're going to know something cool. Now you know. Now you know. Okay. It's time to stop stalling and old man yelling at cloud about old electronic beep boop silly music. So what is this stream about? What kind of streamer am I going to become? I am going to stop making music and become a Slay the Spire 2 streamer. So lock in. I mean, April Fool's on the quitting music thing, but we're serious about Slay the Spire. It's been like a weird week and was really just not feeling trying to do something creative. And so I was like, hey, let's play Slay the Spire 2. If you're not familiar, Slay the Spire is a deck building game, and it's amazing. The second edition just came out very recently and is in early access, and I've been playing it a good bit. And so we're going to jump in and play some. I know a lot of friends that are tuned in. I've evangelized Slay the Spire and got them to start playing it if they weren't already. So hopefully this will be interesting. Different change of pace to kind of give myself a break and try something new. So yeah, let's get it booted up and see if we can actually get things working. I did have some problems using a controller before, but here we go. If you got questions on what this is and what we'll be doing, throw them in chat. And let's see if I can get it working. I did have issues with it before, so oh. Hey, okay. I think we're good to go. Word. Okay, I think we're gonna start up. I'll kind of talk through things as I play. Look, I'm on the spire. I made it. Okay. Should I be live right now? We're gonna do goofy stuff. It's April Fool's week. We're here to have fun. So let's go. Actually, I don't want to continue. I'm going to start a new run. I mean, just look. Do I want to play this enemy? This enemy sucks. Let me get an optimal camera position. Okay. All right. Time for some audience interaction. If anyone is watching and is able to type in the chat, please pick a character for me to play. If you don't know the character names, we've got the Ironclad, who's kind of a ooga booga, big bonk type guy. We've got the Silent, which is kind of like a quick, sneaky poison type character. Oh, we got some Eve translation lore. Okay, I'm gonna forget if I don't say it now, but that audio clip right before the drop in the Skrillex song, unless I'm mishearing it, it's saying Watashi wa Nanda, which means, what am I? I believe it. It's definitely something probably ripped from an anime, I'm guessing. Couldn't tell you which one on that one. There's definitely some other dubstep tracks that have anime samples, but I could not tell you the origin of that one. So, we got the Silent. We have the Ironclad. We have the Regent, who is kind of like a super pompous oh, I have minions and I'm the king and whatever, do my bidding character is fun. Got some interesting mechanics. The Necrobinder, which is a very cool character, essentially is a necromancer and has this big hand that they use for block and for doing big damage. And last but not least, the Defect, which is a robot classic character that has interesting mechanics for different sorts of attacks and blocks based off of passive abilities. And we have random, pick any of them. So if you had a suggestion, you can text it to me. Okay, we have a friend Jordan saying, go for the Necrobinder. And Jordan says, I don't want to say what Jordan says because I don't want to make her feel bad. We'll play the Necrobinder. Word. I think out of the new characters, I think I like her the best. Let's go for it. And we're on Ascension 2. So I'll try and kind of do an over-explained run, which is where I explain my thought process instead of playing my normal speed. Because I know some people who are watching right now are new to this game or are still trying to figure out best strats. I played a lot of Slay the Spire 1, a couple hundred hours. I made it to Ascension 18. Nice. Eve also says Necro. Played Ascension 18 out of 20 on all characters besides the Watcher. I'm not like overpowered at this game yet, but I'm bad enough so that way it's actually fun and not like, oh, this is too easy. Anyways, all right. So at the beginning, you have this big whale called Niao, and they offer you a choice of different 3 things to start with. So this game is a deck building game, and you basically pick cards for your deck, and it's a roguelike, so after each battle, you get to pick out of different cards and build your deck. And there's a lot of different synergies between cards that kind of build together, and kind of the main idea is to break the game in a good way. So it's kind of like Balatro in that manner, where you just want to make yourself as most broken and powerful as possible based off of weird synergies between cards. Okay, so we got Niao's Torment, add 1 Niao's Fury to your deck, which does 10 damage and takes 2 random cards from your discard pile, put them in your hand. Lost Coffer, gain 1 card reward and 1 random potion. And Greed, which is take a curse card, which is kind of a bad thing, but you get 333 gold. So that's a starting deck. And let's look at the map. Because if I want to take Greed, I want to take it early so I can buy a bunch of stuff. And let's look at the path. I'm still trying to figure out for this game how many elites I like to take. I like to try and take at least 2. And I probably going to play it relatively safe because I don't want to crash and burn live. And I feel like this is a very inoffensive thing to take, Lost Coffer. It's good because you can you get the option to pick your first card instead of just getting something random. Let's see. Scourge, apply Doom, draw 1 card. Doom is like a passive thing. Passive effect to play. Death March, deal 8 damage, deals 3 additional damage for each card drawn during your turn. And Flatten, Asti deals 12 damage, and this card costs 0 if Asti attacked. Asti is the little hand guy. So right off the bat, I mean, Doom's pretty good and drawing's pretty good. I don't think I'm going to take Death March just because I don't have any cards that do draw yet, and I want to try and get like a really strong start. So I usually don't want to take something that doesn't help me immediately. Flatten is pretty good because we already have a card that does damage. And this is 12. So I think Flatten's pretty safe bet. So I'm going to take it. And I'm going to try and go up this right path. and this might be weird because I'm going to try and use the mouse even though the mouse is kind of broken on Mac right now. I want to get this elite and get that merchant. And if I'm feeling overpowered, I can go left, but I'm likely going to go right. So for those of you new, you kind of get to pick your path. And the really ugly guys with horns, those are more difficult fights. And, you know, if I'm feeling strong, we can do another elite. So the elites usually might be where you die. But they have, it's like high risk, high reward. So that's the path I'm going to pick to try and go down. Let's go to the first fight. All right. So, I mean, right off the bat, I can kill this first guy. So that's what I'm going to do. Kill him and prevent him from attacking. And I don't really technically have to block. So they're going to give status effect cards. What do I want to do here? I'm going to go and use Bodyguard, which buffs up Asti. He takes damage before my character does, and he can die, but resurrects. And just to be quick, I mean, it's probably not optimal. Yeah, we'll play optimally. So I'll block a little bit and then chip away at the guy in the back first. We'll take some damage, but it's kind of unavoidable. And yeah, we'll block. We can kill the guy in the back, do some damage to the front. So the cards either do damage or they apply block to your character. And what's nice about this card is in the Slay Spire 1, it used to not draw a card, but now it does. So I might as well play these to get them out, because anything in your deck that isn't cards you want, it basically reduces the probability that you draw cards that you want. And the only card that is going to do something for me right now is this, because it adds more health to Asti. And let's see if I think we can kill this turn. So there's the first fight. I got some money and a Doom Potion. What cards do we have? Blight Strike. Apply damage. A damage, apply Doom equal to the damage dealt. Deal 9 damage and add a soul. The soul is a 0 cost, draw 2. And Reap, which is 3 cost. So those numbers at the top left, that's like the amount of energy it requires to play. You normally have 3 energy per turn. So that's kind of how they balance cards that have a lot of power. There's some things you can do to kind of add or remove energy. But what do I want right now? I mean, I try and kind of balance both the number of block or skill cards with attack. And I kind of want to do this, because I always like having cards that draw and just having decent damage. Cool. So we'll go ahead and defend so we can do a full block. Attack and attack. Yeah, I mean, no reason not to just attack here. All right, let's see. We might even be able to finish him this turn. Or not. So I'm just going to focus on blocking and doing a little bit of damage. So again, it's okay if Asti takes hurt because he regenerates. I just want to minimize the amount of hurt I take. Yeah, so we can finish this guy off. All right, so we have a block and apply Doom. We have Summon 3. Summon is adding more health to Asti, and exhaust 1 card. And Danse Macabre. Whenever you play a card that costs 2 or more energy, gain 4 block. I don't have anything. I do, but I think if I were to play this one that costs 0, that wouldn't proc this card. Exhaust is like, I think if you are thinking, if you're kind of new to deck building games, exhaust basically means you remove a card from play for that combat. And initially you may think, oh, that sounds bad because you want your cards. But if you actually have bad cards, or if you have some cards that are good and some cards that are bad, if you exhaust the bad cards, then it's less likely you draw the bad cards, which means it's more likely you draw the good cards. So it's good in the long run, but I found that you have to kind of play this a couple times. It's also good if you're exhausting status cards or curse cards, things that negatively affect you. But I'm kind of wanting to just go ahead and have another source of block, and having AoE of just attacking all enemies with Doom. That seems kind of like the move for me. Okay, so we're at an event. Events are cool. They're kind of like little role-playing things. So I'll read it out. Let me move my camera so it's not over the text. All right, self-help book. On the floor lies a tome, top 3 ways to conquer the spire. The book is encrusted with blood, so you find this manuscript highly suspicious while you read it. You can read the book, which you choose an attack card to enchant with Sharp. You read a random passage, choose a skill to enchant with Nimble 2, or a third option, which I don't have unlocked. All right. So Sharp 2 and Nimble 2 basically means you buff an attack card by a little bit or buff a defend card. I mean, what I try and ask myself when I am not vibe playing is, what is my win condition? Meaning, like, what card am I relying on to win? And right now, I don't really know what that would be, but I'm feeling like I want to buff this flatten card because ideally it's going to be 0 cost. And if it's 0 cost, I want it to be as strong as possible so I can play it more often. So that's what my gut is saying, and that's what I'm going to do. And unfortunately won't be able to get it 0 cost right off the bat, but yeah, so yeah, I'll just go ahead and focus on attack. This shouldn't be a super long fight. Actually, we might be able to finish him this turn. Oh, won't, so I'll block the last 2. So he made me small, which is cool. He made me small, and finish him off. Sorry, Bug. A lot of the enemies are super cute, and some of them are like Eldritch Sword. But anyways, cool. What cards we got? We got Invoke. Next turn, you summon 2 and gain energy. Melancholy. Gain 13 block and reduce the card cost whenever someone dies. And Grave Blast, which is deal 4, but you pick a card from your discard and put it to your hand. That is what I'm going to take, because if this is my discard pile, I can pull it into my hand, and it might be 0 cost if I do an Asti attack. So that's kind of me going into the what is my win condition, or at least what I think my win condition is going to be. So that's what we're doing. Ooh, so we went to another event and it was a merchant. You can buy things from the merchant. And you can buy cards, you can buy relics, which are kind of like passive buffs, or you can buy potions, which are like one-off consumables, and you can remove a card, which is very helpful. What can I afford? Am I like really needing anything? I do want another card where Asti does damage, because that means I can play this card more often for free. So I think that's kind of going to be a snap pick for me, even though I do want to remove a card. I think that's going to be more helpful. And I don't think I need anything else right now. I don't want to get too many attacks or too many defends. And unfortunately, either way I go, I'm going to have to hit another merchant. So I'm going to try and delay getting the merchant so I have more money next time I see him. All right. So this guy's gimmick is basically you get, I think, 2 or 3 free turns before he starts attacking. So those are good turns to start stacking damage. And I think I'm probably going to use a potion because he can take a lot of health. So that's what I'm going to try and do. Not hoard my consumables. Do I want to apply more doom? I don't think so. So we got that. He's going to hit 2 turns. Yeah, do a 3rd attack. So yeah, he comes out the gate swinging. What do I want to do? I think what's in my discard? Nothing that's super helpful. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna play my hand, attack and block. Take some damage. I almost always play my draw cards, especially if they're free. I think this turn, yeah, I'll use my energy potion to get more energy so I can play all of my hand. Or at least as much as I can. Taking some more damage, but I think we'll be able to win this turn because once his health goes below the purple doom line, he will die. So I want to focus on getting that below. So I only have to do 8 damage. That's what the little tombstone. It says 40. I have to do 8 damage to get it to 40. So I only need to deal 8 damage, long story short. So I'm gonna have to play 2 cards to do that. So be it. And then I'll just block for the rest. So low on health, but we won. That guy's a hard elite. We got some money, we got a duplicator, and candy. Heck yeah. All right, what do we have? Got debilitate, 10 damage, vulnerable, weak, or twice as effective. Unfortunately, I have neither card. Dance Macabre, whenever you play a card that costs 2 or more. I don't think I have any. I have 1. Whenever you draw an ethereal card, draw 1 card. I don't have any ethereal cards, so I don't think I want to commit to any of these because they're just going to weigh down the deck in the short term, and I am low on health. So sometimes you just got to skip. We're at another merchant. What do I want? We can add deal damage and add soul damage. Ooh, I do like this card. I really realistically have money for only 1 or 2 things. Is it better for me to remove a card or to get this card? I mean, I only have 15 cards. I'll get this card. You lose strength. Your enemy loses strength. And a block? Yeah, I'll take a block card too. I can afford it. Another event. What do we have? Oh, I love this event, but I was hoping I had more HP to eat. All right, dense vegetation. Having taken the wrong path for a good while, you find yourself in a thick jungle of ferns, shrubs, and vines, especially vines. Exhaustion sets in, and a dark thought comes to mind. You are lost, unprepared, and the inevitability of death is approaching. What do? First, trudge on, which means you get 62 gold, but you lose HP. Unfortunately, that means I would die. I only have 6 HP. My only option is to rest, which is to heal 19 HP, but fight some guys. How many guys is that in question? You are dead tired and take a nap, only to be awoken by something wriggling around on top of you. These guys. Little worm guys. Wriggler. Okay. What do I want to do? I'll apply the status, so he's going to deal 0 damage. And I'll just go ahead and block and then focus dealing damage on the first guy. Okay. I could pull a card. I think I will. So I'm going to pull this Asti damage card. So now that gets this flattened card for free because I played an Asti damage. And I think I have the ability to kill this front guy. So I'm going to do that instead of blocking. And I do need to be careful. I'm close to death, so I might as well full block. So I might not actually want to draw any cards because they could have negative effects. So I'm going to do just that and attack this guy who should die from Doom. Well, unfortunately, Asti takes damage. And sure, I mean, we'll just chip away at this last guy. That's unfortunate. I might just use my duplicator potion to attempt to mitigate harm, so that way I get more block, and the Doom should kill him, but I will take some damage because of these. It's gonna be close to dying again, but if Frost Prime taught me anything, it's if you have 1 HP, you are ready to go. Okay, what cards? Put 3 cards from your discard, pile into your hand. Apply 21 Doom in 1 week, or 52 damage, but it is 4 cost, and I don't have any means of generating energy, so not that. Pulling cards from your discard, that is helpful if I want to play a flatten or kind of chain Asti stuff. Or Doom in week. So I guess this kind of comes to, do I want to lean more into Doom and also have the ability to weaken? Or do I want to lean more into Asti? I think at this point I could do with some more AoE. So that's what we're going to do. What's in the chest? White Star. Interesting. I don't think I've gotten White Star. I've only gotten Black Star. At least drop an additional rare card reward. Cool. Black Star is at least drop an additional relic. So I'm not feeling good enough to go double elite here. So I'm going to go right. And I'm not going to play too close to the edge, so I'm going to rest and not upgrade a card instead. All right. The good news is we can full block. Why not? And it doesn't make sense because I can't play any of those, but I can full block. 14. Let's draw. Let's go for reducing harm or attacking. What is this guy's status effect? Enfeebling touch. Okay, that's what I applied to him. I think I don't think he has any status effects. And I think I'm going to gain strength, use the strength potion because I want to reduce the potential for me dying. So I'm going to focus on attacking. That was a misplay, but YOLO. Okay, he's not doing anything. He's going to try and debuff. So I could do Doom. Now I'm going to do Unleash. So Rattle hits twice. And Strike. And hopefully I can kill this turn. One away from killing him. So I think I'm just going to block. That's okay. I think I almost get a full block here. This turn, we got him. Okay. All right. I don't know how to say that word. Cord probably knows how to say that word. Demez? the Besni. At the start of your turn, gain energy and draw one more card. Another flatten. Or Afterlife, summon 6. Friendship, lose 2 strength, but you gain energy. I think I'm going to go with flatten. I'm going to lean into Osti damage. Summoning would be good too, but I want to try and get more damage. And I think I'm going to go the easy approach. I don't feel super strong. I don't think I could take an elite. So we'll go to this event. All right, Wellspring. You trace a low rumble to its source and you find yourself captivated by a tranquil wellspring. The water is an emerald green with clusters of glowing motes. It looks inviting. What could possibly go wrong? Bottle the water, which gives you a random potion, or you bathe. Remove 1 card from your deck, but add 1 guilty. Guilty is a curse that gets removed after 5 combats. I think that's the better play, but if I'm trying to survive, it's probably better to get a potion, but I mean, I only have 2 regular combats, so I think I'm going to try and go for the long-term move here by removing a card. And I think I should remove a strike. I'll remove a strike. These guys, they're cool. Okay. Next time Inkling loses HP, it only loses 1. Fine. They're doing a lot of damage right off the bat. However, we can mitigate that. Yeah, I'll just do 1 block because I get a full block and just start chipping away at them. All right, they're doing more damage. Ooh, this would kill everyone, but only after their turn. And I don't think I can afford doing that. But it might actually be the best move because I can only block so much. Yeah, I'm gonna do it and just block. So that's unfortunate, but it ends the fight. Power potion, nice. Ooh, I think I'm gonna take a poke. I need more low cost powers, and it kind of goes into the synergy of Osti doing attacking or fetch. Actually, I want fetch because it's free card, Osti, and also you draw a card, and I'm trying to play Osti cards first. That's just what I need. All right, we got slimes. I actually don't know what the strat. Ooh, I think I might actually. All right, yeah, well, I'll play this first. It's free. This is also free. And then Doom. And yeah. Only take 1 damage. That was actually a great first turn. It gets rid of almost everybody. It allows me to focus. Okay. I can do some block. And yeah, nice. Okay. Didn't take too much damage. All right. We have another Reeve. Summon 4, gain block, invoke, summon 2, gain 2 energy, dance macabre. Summoning is good because I have unleash, which scales with the amount of health Osti has. This gives me more energy. Do I need more energy to play cards? I mean, it couldn't hurt. And I'm gonna rest up. And I'm probably gonna play that power potion from the start, because I'm only at half health. So that's what we're gonna do. All right, what do we got? Ooh, okay. At the start of your turn, add 1 random card to your hand. It gains ethereal. Necro Mastery, summon 5. Whenever Osti loses HP, all enemies lose that much HP as well. Sleight of Flesh. Whenever you apply a debuff to an enemy, they gain 9 damage. I'm taking this. Necromastery. There's 3 enemies. We can start, knocking them down. Yeah, no doubt about it. So let's first play Fetch, draw. I get Flat for free because Asti attacked. I'm going to pull that card again because Grave Blast allows me to pull from my discard. Another free attack. Get a block and gain stuff next turn. That was a pretty darn good first turn considering. Okay. That's unfortunate. It might behoove me to block as much as possible. Why am I thinking? I have 5 energy. I can play all my cards. And card order doesn't matter for this hand. Okay, nice. We'll be able to kill this first guy. Going to Enfeebling Touch, so he does 0. I think I'll do the boring thing. Well, if that plays... Yeah, I'll do the boring thing. Oh, that didn't kill him? Oops. Oops. Oh, well. Okay. Alright. Doom and Weak, I mean... Yeah, might as well. Alright. Weaken him and block and apply more Doom. I feel like we should be able to get him this turn. Yeah. We want Asti to take damage because it does damage back to everybody. He's 1 away from dying, but I'm going to focus on the second guy because I want to block. I don't really have any good attacks. Yeah. Actually not going to block because I can go in and kill him. I can afford taking a little bit of damage. And now we can just focus on the main guy. We're gonna get 15 damage. So I'm just gonna block. Cool, and he's gonna buff. Nice. That might have been order mistake, but we're doing pretty good. Don't want to jinx it. We might as well focus on blocking. Yellow, we'll attack a little bit. We can take some damage without being in too much of a bind. We're gonna get 12. Just use our souls to draw. Focus on blocking. Why not? Ooh, 21. 21? Okay. I mean, no more block, but we can do this, which will be extremely satisfying. We got this. We're close to dying, but he will perish from Doom. 9 HP. 21. Call the Void. At the start of your turn, add 1 random card into your hand. It gains Ethereal. Sacrifice. If Asti is alive, he dies, and you gain block equal to double its max HP. Seance. Transform a card into your draw pile into a soul. I'm going to take that. Which in theory means I can thin the deck of my strikes and defends so I can pull more flattens and fetch to try and, get a system, a machine of things. Ooh, I love this ancient. So after defeating a boss, you get to visit an ancient who gives you a power-up. No violence. Collect the shiny instead. Shiny. My quest will only end when the architect is no more. Violence is inevitable. Architect not bad. Maybe talking good, very good. All right, I can get a glass eye, which will give me 2 cards, 2 uncommon cards, and a rare card. Driftwood. You may re-roll your card reward once. Or Archaic Tooth. Transform Unleash into Protector. Ooh. So there's a couple full art cards. Will this transform all my Unleashes? Or just one of them? I think just one. I mean, that's pretty good because it's no longer the current HP, but this really only is going to be good if I'm summoning a lot because I want Asti to gain health, but I only have 1 summon card, but I could spec into summoning. I do have another summon card, but it's only 2. I'm thinking this or Driftwood because being able to re-roll our card reward allows us to pick cards that better fit. We're only on Act 2. And Glass Eye, I mean, that's good if you need cards, but I'm really trying to reduce the amount of cards in my deck. So I don't want to add them, even though they may be good. I guess you don't get to pick. Let's try Archaic Tooth and try and spec into finding more summon cards. Okay, what paths do we have? I'm not feeling super strong, so I'm not going to do anything risky, crazy risky at least. And I do want to get a shop, maybe not super soon. So I'm thinking of going this way. Hitting shop here if I have enough money, but likely go up the left. Only go for 1 elite. Or rather 2, I guess, because I do want to hit this late shop. Because I do have the ability to rest here. Of course, the circles aren't going to show up super well. And rest here. I think that's a good move. Try not to overthink it too much. But I'm going to take a quick tea break, but I'll be right back. Enjoy the ambiance of Slay the Spire. See you in a sec. I am back. Let's continue our adventure. All right, this guy's a certified freak. He will take your card. And you can actually let him. But that can be good. So, let's see what he tries to take. Because I just might let him take it. Nice. Can do a good bit of damage this first turn. Ooh, okay. I do like that card. I kind of don't want him to take it. But let's start transforming cards that we don't want to play into cards that help us draw. And I think it's... yeah, we'll just play flat. He's flying, so he's going to take less damage. And he's going to do more. But I think just making him weak might be the move, because I only have one block. Yeah, I'll block. Take a little bit of damage. What can you do? And I always forget, how much does it take to get him down? I know you have to kind of stun him. Okay. I don't have any cards. Okay, so I'm gonna do this and Grave Blast that card so I can attack twice. That didn't stun him enough, but we'll take in more damage. It's gonna run away this turn, of course. But we've stunned him. So no, he will not. And he will die from Doom. Alright, despite taking some damage, I think that could have gone worse. I do want to take that card back. But what card shall you give me? Alright, friendship, lose 2 strength. Not really interested. Right hand. Aussie deals 4 damage. Whenever you play a card that costs 2 or more, return this hand from the discard. No escape. Apply 10 Doom plus an additional 5 Doom for every 10 Doom on this enemy. Whenever you draw an ethereal card, draw 1 card. I don't think I have that many ethereal. And even though I have a couple 2-cost cards. I just really want more Aussie damage cards, so that's what I'm gonna take. This guy's fun. We get a free flatten for that. And yeah, we'll summon and do some attack. We can play all of our cards, even though block isn't going to do anything. Oh, we were so close to being able to take him out that turn. I'm going to Grave Blast. What am I going to Grave Blast? Fetch. So I get a free flatten. Oh, I'm close to breaking his guard. Yeah, YOLO. Let's use our attack potion so we can break his guard. Play hang. And give yourself a little treat every so often. Let yourself play a potion. I don't need a block because Asti... oh, I have enough block. Alright, we got him. See, give yourself a little treat. Let yourself play a potion on an enemy that isn't supposed to be particularly hard. Death March plus upgraded. Deal 9 damage, deals an additional 4 for each card you draw. Not doing much draw. Summoning is good. Another flatten. Do I want another flatten? I mean, it works well with a build, but I don't want to have so many flattens that the only Asti cards I have are flattened. So I have to play a flatten to play another flatten. And summoning is good because it's going to scale up for Protector, but it exhausts. But then exhaust could be good because you don't want it in your deck if you have enough. If we're just going to flatten, if we're going to go big bonk, why not? And we're going to go to the merchant. Okay, what do we want? Upon pickup, choose an attack or skill in your deck to enchant with royally approved. This card has innate and a retained. Ooh, I do like that, but it is expensive. Do I have something that I really want to retain? I mean, flatten. That might be the move. Like, can I get better value out of a removal? Add a replay to your card, to a card. Is that going to break anything in a good way? Protector. Or flatten. I think I'm going to play it a little bit safe. First attacker skill played is placed on top of your draw pile to power. I think I'm going to take that and a wisp. I feel I've got enough attacks. I just want to draw the right attacks. What is this? Thorns? Sure. Weak. Yeah, we can take 4 damage to apply some weak and doom. Alright, if this is in your hand, take 4 5 damage. I don't. Okay. We're gonna do this. And it's actually better for us to play, but that exhausts. Okay. And we're kind of hurting. I'm not gonna lie. This is not like a super easy run, and this might be it, which is quite unfortunate. What can we do here? Is there any way we could pull this out? $15 damage. I don't think there's a way out of this one. So I will attempt to take somebody with me. But who? You. Oh, man, that's a bummer. And Doom is so finicky. You can't win them all, folks. That's a bummer. I feel like once you play enough of this game, you can kind of tell if you're in Act 2 and your build just isn't humming. It's usually a sign you're going to lose. But we're going to go for another one, you know? We're going to go for another run. It's not too late. We're going to go for another run. What character? What character? Put it in chat. Shoot me a text. I happily do Necrobinder again, but someone new could be cool. We'll just sit here a minute. If no one has strong feelings, I might just do random. Or for content purposes, pick someone I'm good at. or better at. Who should I go for? Who should I go for? And is there an archetype or a build that we should manifest? Should we manifest a claw run? Should we manifest a boulder run? Shiv run? Sovereign sword? What do y'all think? The sounds are great, this game. We'll give it another minute. Anybody? Bueller? Nobody? Who should I play? Y'all got 30 more seconds. What character should I pick? Am I playing to the void now? I might be playing to the void. Playing for the abyss. All right. I'm going to step in and make an executive decision. We're going to go defect. I never not have fun with the defect. Right off the bat, you can remove a card, obtain a random rare card, or the first 3 card rewards you see are upgraded and the first treasure chest you open is empty. Let's go YOLO. Give me a rare card. No. Okay. Meter Strike is great, but there is no way I can play a 5 energy card at this point in time. Lend me your energy. We're going to make this work. We're going to find a way to get energy, maybe get some plasma. Because that card could be great. I'm thinking... Oops. I'm going to draw. We're going to go... this way. That might actually be too much. Clear everything. Okay, I think I need more rest. All right, why don't we play it kind of easy and just go super events heavy? Not do anything risky right out the bat. And I'm gonna play a little bit faster. So dual cast is great because it can really rack up damage. And we got him. That's one of my favorite enemies. I think they're one of the cutest enemies. Claw? Are we clawing? Are we gonna... is claw laws? Claw? We're clawing for the meme? Are we gonna do a 0 cost and 5 energy cost build? Why not? We're gonna lean into it. We're gonna lean into this. Lean into the meme. Okay. We're not doing too bad. Okay, we can get him and blocking lightning. My cat's doing laps in the background. She's doing like a ritual to manifest more claws. Okay. Vulnerable potion. Turbo. Okay. We're talking now. I do like glass. I do like AoE, but I'm going to take turbo because that would allow us to play Meteor Strike if we get both in the same hand. Gonna block up, strike. Yeah, see what I mean? See what I mean? We have now enough energy to play the Meteor Strike and Claw, and we've got 3 plasma. Even though we don't really get a chance to use the plasma, he's dead. Another Claw. Y'all, I love Rainbow. Rainbow's awesome, but Claw, we're gonna have to take the Claw. Claw's law. Okay, this or that. Arms suddenly jut out from a nearby hole, clutching a suspicious bag of riches and a clearly cursed relic. This or that. A scratched up voice whispers from below. Lose 6 HP, but gain gold. Add a clumsy, but obtain a random relic. Yeah. We're gonna take the relic. What do we get? You grab the cursed relic. As soon as you grasp it, shackles materialize on your wrist. You hear ghostly laughter, and a bright plume of fire fills your vision. The hull and arms are gone. What did we get? We got a reptile trinket. Whenever you use a potion, you gain 3 strength. Okay. I don't know if it was worth it, but we got it. All right. Oh, baby. A claw. I think we're taking the claw. Hot fix is busted, but we're not really doing that much of a high energy, or sorry, high orbs run. Momentum strike is great because if we get a lot of 0 cost, oh my gosh, that cat scared the heck out of me. Peach is running. If we get more 0 cost cards, they kind of synergize together. But the thing with claw builds is you need a way to, like, while your claws are building up attack, you still need a way to stack damage or build block. So I don't want to like go too heavy in that direction. I think I'm just going to remove the curse I just took instead. Yeah. We're going for the meme, but we're not like going too hard. All right. I don't remember what Meteor Strike does to upgrade. I don't know if it's ever really a move to upgrade your claw. Oh, I think that's different from Slay the Spire 1. Instead of scaling by starting with 5 damage and scaling by 2, this now scales by 3. But turbo gives us more energy. I'm gonna upgrade the turbo. I mean, it doesn't make sense to go to the merchant because I only have 1 gold. So we'll go to the hallway fights. Yeah, YOLO, dual cast. We'll block. Keep chipping away at this front guy. Heck yeah. So we can play our Meteor Strike. I don't know if you saw the cat run in the background. Cool. Ooh, big damage this turn from him, but big damage for me this turn. Okay. Charge battery, classic. Subroutine. Whenever you play a power, gain 1 energy. That sounds cool. Energy's helpful, but it's not helping me now. Charge battery helps me now. So I'm gonna go with charge battery. I only have 8 gold. What did I miss? I missed a glacier in a boot sequence and a ball lightning. That's okay. Captain's Wheel. Cool. Restore event. or rather, upgrade or event. I'm gonna go event. Sapphire Seed. You narrowly avoid stepping on a bright, sharp seed. Its unmistakable color gives away that it's a sapphire seed. Weren't those incredible seeds supposed to be extinct? Legends say that consuming one can greatly amplify your endurance, but what if you plant Nourish instead? So I can either heal and upgrade, or enchant a card with Sown, which is the first time you play this card's combat, gain 1 energy. I want to give that to Meteor Strike, so I still have energy after to play more like block or whatever, but I don't know how often I'm going to be playing Meteor Strike. Should I upgrade instead? What does this upgrade to? 10 block. I feel like I'm going to pick the boring choice. It might help in the long run. And why don't we just upgrade a claw? YOLO. Another event. No, I don't want to remove claw. Okay, well, crossing a rickety wooden bridge, there's a sudden torrent of rain, massive gusts of wind buffet you, threatening to end your journey. I don't want to remove claw, so I'm going to take damage. I do want to remove a strike. Heck yeah. Let's go for that elite. Start building up our claws. Full block. Oh, that's unfortunate amount of damage. But we're gonna play what we're dealt. Cool, cool, cool. I think we got him this turn. Yeah. Okay. Compact. Gain 6 block. Transform all status cards in your hand to fuel, draw, and gain. That's pretty good. But I'm not generating any status cards. Shatter. Deal 11 to all. Evoke all your orbs. That's cool, but I'm not using orbs or Shadow Shield, block, and channel a dark. Dark is great, but I'm not like getting orb throughput. I mean, gain 6 block. That's not bad. I think I'm going to take that as a speculative card. Okay. I'm also going to use the vulnerable, so that way I gain strength. Because we are at half health, and I want to ensure we survive this fight. Doing 12 damage. It's a block. Okay. Nice. All right. Got money, potion, Festive Popper. Start a combat, deal 9 damage. I'll take it. Ooh, Sweeping Beam, Charge Battery, or Cool Headed. I like all these cards. But since we're using claws and we want to find turbo, it may be better to take a card that draws. Yeah, so Cool Headed. We want to generate more orbs and more block. Oh, we could take the bird. I love the bird. The bird is cool. Bird's the word, but I don't think I need the bird. And getting HP is good. So I'm sorry, Mr. Bird. I know Eve would be disappointed. And I think I'm going to rest to be safe. Even though I subjectively feel like this is the easiest of the Act 1 bosses, we'll still rest. What's his deal again? He gets stunned. Okay. I already have enough block, so we'll just evoke and we'll try to get some energy next turn. And I was hoping to get the void, or not the void, but enough energy to play the meteor strike, but that's not happening. We'll keep building up our claws. Get some more block, please. And if I can get him down to 150, he gets stunned. So I think I'm gonna have to I'm gonna block, so I'm gonna have to eat some damage. Next turn, we'll stun him. Cool. At this point, we're getting a lot of momentum from the claws. Will I draw the meteor attack? Nope, of course not. But I think we have enough momentum to be unstoppable here. Of course, when I say that, we have ringing. Which is only one card. I think I'm gonna have to play the claw and eat the damage. Okay, I'm gonna block up this turn. Okay. We got this. All right, just give me a claw. Give me a claw. Why? I might as well use this potion to upgrade my cards. And I think the best move is probably just to block as much as I can. We're gonna be okay, but it's gonna be close. Okay, you got my claw. Okay, we made it. We survived. At what cost? Cool. Buffer. Deal 3 damage for each. Energy. Spend this turn. I mean, 0 cost is good. Adaptive strike at a 0 cost. Copy of this card in your discard. I've never seen that before. I love the placeholder art. I mean, I think this is going to go into our build because we're trying to spend energy. And a 0 cost is good if we can hope for a scrape or all for one. And I love this goopy dragon. He's actually probably my favorite tail. Do constructs dream? Do androids dream of electric sheep? Watch and copy me. Gain additional energy at the start of your third turn. That's quite attractive. Bill's Tooth, remove 5 cards. And after each combat, randomly add 1 back. That's a good way to try and gain momentum, but slows us down. Doubles the block gain from a card, but then goes to sleep for 2 turns. That's very practical. But I think going for energy is going to be helpful because between charge battery and that relic, we'd be able to naturally play Meteor Strike without having to rely on turbo. And that also helps go into Helix Drill. So I think that's what we're going to do. And what is the path? What is the path? I think I'm just going all the way to the left. All right. Time to fight cockroaches. We can min-max. I can kill him. Probably should have focused for this guy. But 1 damage isn't that big of a deal. Dual cast. Nice. Blocking up. Okay, that fight went pretty well. Plasma. I mean, plasma is good, but do I need more energy sources and 2 energy for 1 plasma. All right, fusion's attractive, but I'm gonna go more practical with block because we need to be able to tank more when we're building up our claw damage. This guy's gonna take a card. I bet he's gonna take a meteor strike. No. Okay. I mean, I want to keep that card, but we'll see. All right, cool. We already have enough block naturally, so we'll focus on dealing damage. And I think we got him this turn. Yeah. Oops. I thought we did. Oh, we do. Because the lightning. I'm going to take that card back. Loop. White noise. I'm channeling. We do have more energy. It could be a good way to burn energy. And it would be also a good way to proc plasma. White noise is also pretty decent. Free power. But I only see that really not being super helpful in all situations, but we'll take it. And I'm gonna save my money for the next merchant. Man, so much for being able to play this meteor strike. I swear it's gonna come in one day and be a boon. It will save us. It will be worth it. Okay. All right, we're already full blocking, so I don't have to overanalyze. Play more cards to be able to play that. And that Saddest Exhaust card will actually be quite helpful here. What power? Channel 2 Dark. And then you turn Invoke. I haven't seen this power card. Okay. Let's draw. Can annihilate him. Okay. Doing good. Nothing to play that turn. We got him with the dark. Okay. Gain 2 herb slots. That's not super helpful. This isn't super helpful. Draw 1 card. I mean, draw's nice. I think Peach. Oh, there she is. Like, what the heck is she doing? Peach is my cat. Compile driver. I mean, I do have Frost. Yeah, I'll take it. Card draw might actually be helpful. This guy's so gross. Why you gotta be so gross? I hate to be mean, but he is just kind of gross. Okay, we got this power again, which might be helpful. This turn, I'm gonna block. Okay. Peach, what are you doing? Focus. Lock in. Okay. Yes. Nice. I do like Helix Drill. Heck yeah. Might as well take him out. And then the 2 dark will proc. And we'll eat some damage. Oh well. It's probably better than the alternative. Dude. Okay, well, we're just gonna do what we can, y'all. We got it. That was a little bit more dire than I would have hoped for. Add a slimed. That could synergize with transforming into fuel. Might as well. I feel like I'm polluting my deck a little bit though. Save me, merchant. What do you have? Another claw. Hologram. Remove. Sunder. Sunder might be good. Sunder's probably pretty good because I'm trying to spend a lot of energy. Flash of Steel is good, but it is expensive. Retain your hand. That could be good if I want to try and keep Meteor Strike. Okay, let's do some math here. I probably want to remove I want to remove a strike. But I can't get Flash of Steel on something else. Claw and Hologram. But I want to upgrade the Hologram. I think that's... Or a Hologram and a potion. Let's even it out. And gain some block. Yeah. Here we go. The big louse. Hello, Mr. Louse. We'll go ahead and use the potion because we are kind of low. But we're gonna make it work. Draw. Okay, nice. We're already blocking a lot. Give me a cool power. When you ever create a status card channel orb. Okay. Okay. Who can we hologram? We have 3. Oh, do the classic hologram claw. Ooh, oh, that's my discard. Well, I can play everything. Why am I waiting? Meteor Strike. Nice. Let's compile drive. And dead. Alright, potion. At the end of your turn, if you have Frost, deal 6 damage to all. Okay. Channel 2 random orbs. That's not bad. Another hologram. Yeah. I want to upgrade the holograms, but I should rest. Letter opener. Okay. Am I feeling strong enough to go for an elite? I'm going to have to take one no matter what. And there's only one path. Or sorry, no, I don't have to take one. We're doing it for the gram, so we're going to play a little bit risky since it is getting a little bit later. We're going to go for the content. Oh boy. Egg. That's not helpful. Do I want to focus on these guys? I'm going to focus on the big guy. It may cost me, but we're going to do the best we can. Gain of focus. Sure. 2 holograms. We're already doing a lot of block. Why don't we just start hologramming our claws? And keep chipping away at this guy. We're doing okay. Doing okay. I was hoping that would kill somebody. But alas. Block. Alright, if I draw 2 claws, I think I can get him. I drew 1, but can we frost another? Nope. Well. I'm gonna panic potion. We're panic potioning. Okay, we have enough. I probably didn't have to panic potion, but we can kill him. That's okay. We can get another meteor strike, but I don't think I have good odds on being able to pull it off. Gunk it up or hologram. I'll take another hologram. And we're leading to this guy who is kind of a DPS check. So I'm going to go ahead and use the colorless potion. Panache. Okay. Sure. Probably should have taken something that generated more damage. But here we go. This is tough. I'm not gonna lie, this is gonna be tough. I'm just gonna start hologramming the claw. Hey. And then just hope and pray that we get enough damage. Okay, we're blocking. We're blocking. Compile drive. Let's get more energy for next turn. Okay. We're doing okay. I can meteor strike. Which might be the move. Unless... Oh, I just have... Unless we want to get... Oh, I can do this because I get an energy back for the first attack I do. So I can do both. Heck yeah. And it's... Oh, I was going to say, assuming nothing crazy happens next turn, we got him. We just have to do 27 damage. Give me... Oh, no. You can't be serious. It can't end like this. Wait. What did that? Was that the... that might have been the... blah, blah, blah. The needle that killed him? What? The letter opener. That might have been it. Accidental letter opener kill. These are good cards, but not for this deck. We're gonna panic rest. Wait, why did I go this path? I should not have gone this path. I saw the rest. All right, it is what it is. We're gonna power, and it is gonna be fine. And sure, I'll go ahead and play the fruit juice. Do I seriously not have anything good to hologram? Just hologram more block, I guess. Okay. At least we have energy. He's dead. I'm probably gonna want to hologram some more block. No, I don't. I'll take a little bit of damage. Ooga booga. Yeah, ooga booga. Nice. Unceasing top for the win. I think we got. Yeah. Go for the eyes. Okay. Faster than light. What do I need? I'm thinking FTL. Okay. No. I'm gonna give it my all. Sure. Oh, I could have taken another meteor strike. It may be an L play to block here. Okay, here's my opportunity for some damage. Ooh, yeah. Yeah. Okay, I didn't expect that to proc separate cards. We've got a lot of energy, so of course. Do we have 28? We do. We do. We have 1 HP. Yeah. By the skin of our teeth. All for a strike, dummy. Come on. I'm not going to take any more cards. I'm not feeling great. I was hoping it'd turn 1 meteor strike. But alas. Wait. I could have energy potioned that. Okay, well, I'm... Give me something good. Okay. Or not. You know what? I'm save scumming. Because I think I was about to die anyways, and I wanted to try playing the Meteor Strike turn 1, please. Yeah, that was definitely the move. Even if I won't pull through, that was still the move. I can cool head, another energy. I want to face him. Okay. Perfect block. FTL me. And I probably should have checked my block. Oh, I have enough, surprisingly. Okay. I'm not optimistic on being able to kill him. And there's no cards in my discard. But I can proc a plasma. Okay. I mean, I could hologram compile driver again. But for what? Block? I could just keep hologramming leap. I mean, I think that might be... This is... Okay, we're just gonna vibe this out. We need 33 to perfect block. We could get that. YOLO, we're just gonna go for full block. Nice, unceasing top. Okay. How and can I deal with you? I can't. Unless some shenanigans happens with some of my relics, but I doubt it. Oh, unceasing top, duh. Save me, please. Give me some block. Yes. Yeah. Now we're... Oh, okay. I'll take it. Okay, okay, okay. I want to kill you. And so that's what we're gonna do. I'm not trying to count my chickens before they hatch. But... no way. There's no way I won that fight. And you didn't see anything. I didn't save scum. No. Okay. Gain 4. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to take this. I really was hoping for like a scrape or something or some more class energy, but I've been starved. And of course we get Vaku. Yes, play my first turn, gain 2 curses, gain wishes. I mean, that's pretty busted with claw. You put a random power from your draw into your hand, it's free. That would be great if I had Echo Form. But I think I only have white noise, and as white noise, I don't even have a power. Okay, yeah, okay. We're doing this. And I think we're gonna go and remove one of those immediately. Yeah, this way. And these guys chip away max HP. Gotta love that. What are they doing? 24. I don't know why I did that. I'll... okay. Okay. Maybe my luck is on the up and up here. Hell yeah. Hello, Peach. Hello. We would take a quick cat break to see if Peach will jump and join us. Hello. Everybody say hi to Peach. Oh, she's gonna come up. Normally on the couch by now. But she has to give a couple of tries. Come on up. She's gonna lay on the floor instead. Come on up, Peach. Oh, she's so close to getting up here. Come on. Come on. You can do it. Yay. Say hi, Peach. She may not stay up here very long because she prefers to have more space and a blanket to sit on. But we can enjoy a Peach break. And I'll just kind of game from this angle. I don't want any of these cards. Okay. Alright, I have to stop telling you to play Peach. She's going big purr mode right now. Probably could have ordered that better, but it is what it is. That's not helpful. Ooh, yes, please. Could remove. I could get another claw. At this point, yeah, I have 32 cards. Dark Shackles is great. Let's see if we can get the purring on mic. Just kidding, the mic won't stretch that far. Oops, sorry for bumping it. Pin nib might be good, but it is so much money. I think I'm gonna claw and remove one of the curses. And a draw potion. I mean, this is an unhelpful hand. And I might actually potion. I might as well use my holograms. Doing all right. Only taking some damage. Okay. Ooh, I forgot. Unceasing Top. Nice. Yeah. Peach is being so nice. Look at her. She's shedding a lot. Oh, the tail's starting to twitch. I will give her own space. Okay. I should probably block. Yeah. Nice. Enough for plasma. Man, it's unfortunate unceasing top doesn't affect things for curses. Should probably pull a block card. We got him? Oh no. He had a lot more health than I thought. It's okay. We've got Unceasing Top, which is actually kind of saving this run. Right as I say that. If only I had ice cream. One, two, three, four. Yeah, we're gonna rest. We've somehow managed to keep this alive, and I don't want to throw it out now. Okay. I can't be mad at an oddly smooth stone. Now, does upgrading like make anything especially broken? Retain? Gain 6 energy. That's going to be super helpful for Unceasing Top. I think that's going to be worth the smith. Oh, I'm not too optimistic. I can scale damage enough. And I already have 3 potions. But the potion might actually help me scale up. For 3 turns. Can I do 150? Sure, why not? Give me a potion that gives me energy. None of these are helpful. Unless I can somehow proc. That's actually helpful. So I have 3 turns. I'll probably wait to use the strength potion at the end. Okay. It's actually going to probably behoove me to use Unceasing Top. Or not. I think we could still get this. Heck yeah. I mean, nice. Let's go. All right, so we want to get the guy in the middle first. And we'll probably have to eat some damage. Ooh. Do I have a zero cost block? It's probably the best bet. Oh, these are ethereal. I mean, I think we're just gonna have to deal with it. An unceasing top. Oh, this sucks. Oh, I probably should have used the strength potion, but that's okay. We can get him this turn. Okay. Yeah, sure. We'll go for you. Why not? Heck yeah. I honestly did not expect an unceasing top run, but I am here for it with these zero cost cards. Let's go. Another turbo. Yeah, I've got to take the turbo. Do I feel strong enough to take an elite? I don't think so. Not at this health. Oh, I really dislike this person. I'm sorry, guy. I'm just not a fan. Okay, now that I've kind of figured out how to play this deck, can we turn one kill? I think we can turn one kill this guy. Do I want to burn that much energy? Yeah, YOLO. Yeah. Only that was the elite. All right, skipping. I haven't gotten these guys too much. So I actually don't know what their gimmick is. When killed, return will steal. Okay, so they steal strength, steals dexterity. Got it. Say less. Should I? Yeah. Oh, he's already weakened. Oops. Heck yeah. This build is busted. I keep saying that. Okay, I mean, hotfix is great, but not orbs. Safety rest. I don't think the Smith is gonna do anything for me there. Okay. Go ahead and gain the dexterity. I'll gain the orb. Well, actually, the orb slops might not even help here. Do I want to burn this so early? I don't think I want to burn that this early. It will be a long fight. Blocking might be good, but I'm not going to pull. Actually, yeah, I will burn it. Just to be safe. Here we go. Here we go. We might be able to get him turn 1. Well, we're getting the 2 orb slots whether we like it or not. Okay. That's a bummer. But we're scaling good. We're going to play the turbo. We're going to hologram the upgraded claw. All the upgraded claw. 30. We're going to pull. Ooh, the super critical to keep this draw going. Y'all, I am buzzing right now with this. Let's go. All right, Peach is gone. You know what? I think it was Peach. Peach saved the run, y'all. Thank you, Peach. Thank you. Thank you. Say thank you in the chat. Adjust the camera. All right, now it's time to lock in. You know we're hologramming that claw. Let's keep this up. Let's keep this up. It'd be great. No, it's okay. We can get him next turn. We got him next turn. But what is going to keep this running? I don't want to play this. I do want energy next turn. Helix drill. All right. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. He's got intangible. That is a huge pain. But we will work around it. Just by scaling our claws. So next turn we will be ready. We can take the damage. We can take it. 45. Could be worse. Thinking about, yeah, let's play this because we'll proc those, a couple of those. And we should probably focus on blocking, which we can play all of our cards. So that gives us more energy. We're good. It turned out being good. Let's keep it up. Let's keep it up. It's fine. We can keep building up the claws. That's unfortunate. We have a daze, but that's probably fine. We don't really necessarily need to be churning through our deck too much more. Oh boy. The void. That's killing me right now. That's helpful though. I probably shouldn't have played that. Okay, FTL. We're gonna hologram that. Oh wait, we probably shouldn't because this is his vulnerable. So we're just gonna go for energy. And just hope we keep drawing block. And weak. Nice. Hey, it could be worse. This could be... or not. We're getting too many statuses, but that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. We can deal with 30. 30's okay. What's going to be helpful? I guess scaling. Do we have anything else that kind of scales? No. We'll just keep scaling up the claw and hope next turn we get a claw. Give us 2 claws. 2 claws. Not what I want, but I think we can still get there. Did I just order myself? I think I just ordered myself. We have 40. We have 50 block. Okay. Okay. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. All right, so give us the claws this turn, please. I'm begging you. No, with the dazed. You gotta be kidding me. Oh wait. I think we. That was a pretty clutch run. That was. I did not think that was gonna work. I've only really done one other good claw run, and this wasn't really. I guess it was claws. I didn't even get to upgrade the hologram. It was just manifesting the claw, and I just didn't think about the unceasing top aspect of if I just build up a bunch of energy and then just keep drawing zero cost cards, getting wishes and getting to buff up the claws. Nice. That was a really sweaty ending. But I'll take it. I think that was Ascension 3. Yeah, that was Ascension 3 too. I think it was my first Ascension 3 win. I unlocked an epoch, so if you haven't seen this one, close your eyes. Spoilers. I think I've unlocked everything as well by this point. New epoch. Laser beams. Defect punctured the heart with a magnificently charged beam. Mission accomplished. Damage sustained critical. Next objective. Relocate to scrapyard for evaluation. That is like I think the end art for if you slay the Spire and slay the Spire 1. Nice. Some classic relics. Well, there we go. Yeah, I've been streaming for over 2 hours. Longest stream yet. Twitch, please give me a award or whatever, the thing for your longest stream ever. Anyways, that was fun. I ended up getting a lot more energy that not like card energy, but like personal energy than I expected out of streaming today. And I honestly probably could have worked on some music, but there's been a lot kind of going on. And I wanted to take a break and do something a little bit less pressure, but I'll be back in 2 weeks. I've also been kind of considering maybe streaming every week and doing something serious and super thought out every other week. And then the off week doing something like this or just yapping. We'll see. See how I feel, because it has been a good way to kind of keep myself planning out specific progress on tracks and consistent. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. I'm gonna see if there's anybody to raid, and we'll just wrap. So for the one viewers on each platform, thank you. Might be my partner. Thank you. But just hold on for a second and see who's live. If it's anybody I know, probably not. No one I'm following is live right now. Give me 1 second. I don't think I want to raid anybody that I don't know. Oh, Jorbs is playing. I kind of know Jorbs from their YouTube content. We'll raid them. So let me get that situated. Am I still live on Twitch? Yeah, I am. How do I get there? Forgive my incompetence. Okay. How do I get there? Oh boy, we're gonna have an infinite feedback loop. All right, getting the raid set up. We're raiding Jorbs. Say hi. Shout out my one viewer. Let's go. Thanks everyone. Have a great night. I'll see you next week or in 2 weeks. We'll see. And yeah, I do have something special planned. Actually, before I wrap, one last thing. I will elaborate more, but next stream will be a DJ stream, specifically a Genshin rhythm dubstep stream. More info to come. Have a great week.
All right.